Welcome back to Therapy Time and an Intervention. This is the Chosen Life Podcast with Jonathan A. Cohen. And back for a third week, one of my besties, my sister from a different mister.
What?
It's Elena Saradidis. Elena, welcome back to the Chosen Life.
Thank you for having me. Today's episode is all about coffee. And we're going to talk about all the best coffee shops in the city.
And those same places that carry water. So, Elena, we're going to be doing a recap today because we've had you in the previous episodes from many moons ago where we're talking about my book, The Bible 3.0, The 6 Commandments of the Chosen Life, right? And you know from reading this book, 6 commandments of our life, right? Exercise, nutrition, sleep, water, yoga, meditation. The one chapter, which I had said to you as a beta reader before the book was ever published, you said, Jonathan, why are you attacking me? I know I don't drink water. Why are you reminding me about this? Do you really think I wrote that chapter?
He sent me, I swear he sent me the beta chapter that had to do with water on purpose. There's absolutely no reason why I got the water chapter.
Every other reader got the water chapter.
No, this was a personal attack. I read the chapter, messaged him, and I was like, hello, I understand I'm not drinking water, but did you have to personally attack me in your book? And he goes, not everything's about you.
I know it's hard to accept it. Now, this is therapy time, folks. So for those of you that aren't water drinkers, not trying to offend, but put yourself in Elena's shoes right now. Elena, I was in your shoes. I spent over 30 years of my life never drinking water, period. I drank tons of coffee, drank tons of juice, okay? That was my water intake. Had a lot of health issues. One of the first things they teach you as far as being able to curb your body and being able to mature at a better pace is get lots of water into the system. So we had a deal, you and I, that every week we're going to try to incorporate one more glass of water into the lifestyle, not the diet, the lifestyle. We're several months now from that. How has it been going for you?
I'm feeling personally attacked again.
This is all love. This is all love. We're all friends here. We all understand.
Okay.
And not so easy, is it?
Look, it's not easy drinking water, especially when you're in an industry like mine where I'm constantly moving and water bottles are heavy. And if they're in my bag, then they're weighing me down and I don't want to carry it.
Okay.
That is the reality. But you also know that I have Mr. Bob that drives me places and his car is always stocked with water. So when I'm in his car, I open up a bottle of water. It's part of the routine.
Beautiful.
I have a bunch of opened water bottles, plastic ones. I know, bad for the environment, but at least I'm drinking water.
At least you're drinking.
All in my bag at any given moment. So it's like day old, 3-day old, 4-day old water in my bag at all times.
Okay.
The reality is this. The moment I have a meeting and I'm in front of people and I have not had water or I've not had anything to drink and I'll be like, I need water right now. I'm like, leave the pitcher because I'm going to finish it. Because I'm so dehydrated at that point. But I usually don't drink water until I've reached a level of dehydration, where it's like, if I don't drink water, I'm going to die.
And by then, it's already too late. That's when the body's telling you the dehydration part. Let me ask you, in a typical day, when do you normally have your first glass of water?
I'll have my first sip of water. We're not going to call it a glass of water because that's me lying to you, and we're friends and we don't lie.
No, we don't.
Probably in the morning. I'll like sip a little water, have my coffee. I have more coffee than I have water. You know this. Then if I'm lucky and we have a team meeting that day, everyone will be like, does anyone need water? And I'll always say, bring me water too. So if I'm in the office and someone's grabbing water for themselves, I'll say, bring me water too. And then I'll get an extra couple sips. Am I completely finishing cups or bottles of water a day? No. But maybe a couple sips that will amount to a cup or a bottle.
Absolutely. I'll tell you one of my secrets that I was able to work into the transformation. So you see this bottle here, right? 500 milliliters, so 2 glasses of water. I made myself a challenge. I said to myself, Jonathan, you are not having breakfast. You're not having coffee. You haven't earned those until one of these gets finished in the morning. So you're going to wake up. You're going to drink that amount, let's say. Fine. You're going to start your day. Go to the bathroom. Start getting your food ready for the lunch, whatever. Drink some more. Drink some more. Once that's finished, then you get your coffee, then you get your breakfast. It's amazing. And this is coming from a guy who did not drink water, didn't want to drink water whatsoever. Now, I didn't start off with a full bottle. I started off originally with half a bottle, worked my way up to a full bottle. But it's amazing when I had that incentive in mind, how quickly that bottle went. And from there, I functioned during the day in the morning doing my stuff. Next challenge. You want lunch? Okay, you can have lunch. Finish another one of these, and you're going to get your lunch.
This one incentivized me. I forget. We're talking about more than just the water chapter. We're talking about healthy habits in general.
Step by step, by
Yeah,
step.
but you're incentivizing yourself by breakfast. Most days I skip breakfast. Sometimes I forget lunch. Like, I can't incentivize myself by giving myself food. It's like if I'm going home and I forgot to eat all day, because it happens. We're speaking honestly and openly here, because social media says one picture, but sometimes, you forget to eat all day. You go home and you eat whatever's in front of you. At that moment, if someone says drink water, don't eat, I'm literally going to throw something at them because I'm hangry.
Yeah.
You saw I walked into your office. Apparently this is not a good mixture. I ordered us coffee, and then I was like, I haven't eaten today. I should order sushi. So I ordered sushi. And then I was like, I also just came to Jonathan's office. Like, I should bring donuts for everyone. So I ordered donuts. Apparently that 3 mixture is not a good mixture.
We haven't even gotten to the donuts, but folks, I challenge you. Jump to Starbucks, grab a flat white or whatever you're going to grab to drink for a coffee. Grab some sushi. Chow down on your sushi while drinking some coffee. It's an interesting combination, Elena. Keep them separately, not together. With the coffee, I was a guy that was at like a 5-6 cup a day kind of guy. Worked my way down over the years. I'm down to 1 a day. It's interesting how the body reacts. It's funny because the more I would drink coffee, the more I became immune to the coffee, then the more I needed the coffee. Like last night, it was around 9 o'clock at night, and I had this piercing headache. I said, why does my head hurt me so much? And I ate. I don't understand what's going on. Oh man, I didn't have a coffee yet today. It's funny how the body can react that way. And you listen and you read about all these health studies. There's mixed feelings on coffee in general, but most will agree 1 or 2 coffees a day can be very, very beneficial. It's not a bad thing to drink coffee at all. It can be a very, very good thing and just staggering. So we're still working our way through the coffee, through the water intake. How is the coffee intake, would you say?
I think I'm down. I'm not drinking as many. I am drinking coffee.
Do you know how many per day at this point?
No, but you know what? I figured this out. I'm not actually fully completing the cup of coffee. So like I will fully complete 1 to 2, but the rest I won't fully complete. I'll just like have a sip and leave it. Yes. And I actually have to enjoy the coffee or I won't drink it. And if I don't enjoy it properly, then I'll have another one. I know my schedule. My schedule is I need to enjoy at least 1 cup of coffee a day. And I mean like actually enjoy the coffee.
Even like the coffee, it's incredible. You get your own beans and you get good quality beans. You grind your own beans, make a coffee. Like I was on this guy's boat, it's a yacht, what we call it, boat. And I'm on the yacht and they get me a coffee and I drank it. I'm like, oh my Lord, this is the best coffee I've ever drank in my life. I go take a picture of his coffee machine and I texted over to my son, Jeremiah. And I said, Jeremiah, dude, this is the best coffee I've ever had. He goes, yeah, that's a $5,000 coffee machine. Funny how that makes a difference with it.
Okay, but you know what? It's not the machine.
Oh, no?
No, it's the actual coffee bean. Did you ask him where he bought it from?
It was fair trade Ethiopian coffee.
Yeah. The bean makes a difference. And then also how they like grind it makes a difference.
The quality, if it's too coarse, too fine, etc.
And then the barista makes a difference. So if they know how to use the machine properly, like I had the best coffee of my life. This client's going to see this video. At their house. And I saw their machine and I was like, okay, like I have a fancy machine at home. I'm scared of my fancy machine. Dan got it for me because he's like, Elena loves coffee. This is a great gift for her. I can never learn how to make it. I'm sure I can, but I put no effort into learning how to make it.
Yeah.
And when someone else makes you coffee, it just tastes better. It does. He made me this coffee. I went to look at the machine that he has because I'm like, this is incredible. And it's nothing that insane. It's nothing that spectacular. But he makes amazing coffee. He sources the specific bean that he likes. He grinds it the way he likes it. And he's trial and error. He's like a coffee connoisseur. And then he asked me, he's like, I've had a really tough time finding good coffee places in Mississauga. You know every good coffee place. Where would you go? And I'm like, oh my God, I found the best place. I actually have the best place in Mississauga. And he goes, okay, like, where is it? And then I said his address. I'm like, here's the best coffee in Mississauga. There's nowhere better. And he's like, that's the biggest compliment. But like sometimes we just want to go out for coffee. I'm like, put it in to-go cups and take it with you.
You know what I miss? I used to make my own bulletproof coffees. You know, when you brew the coffee and you throw in butter, coconut oil. You've ever had that?
No.
It's so good. It's like dessert coffee, and it's so good for you. And it's amazing, you know, the properties it gives. It's just, you know, there's work involved, obviously. And then you got to have your little blender thingy to do it. Then you have to clean it out with the butter, oil. You can imagine that's a whole production as far as the mess goes. But there's those of us that are incentivized that want to do it on our own, some that we have others prepared for us. In today's world, let's be honest, we can give the 6 commandments, we can give the order of how to follow a life system, but it ain't going to get very far until a person actually wants to do it. And I can tell you that when I was 30 years old and not drinking any water whatsoever, and people were telling me, you got to drink water, you got to drink water, I always said, I hate water, can't stand the taste of water, and I'm never going to drink water, too bad. And here I am now, and I drink 4 or 5 of these a day. We all kind of evolve in our way, but it's like you said, it's not a personal attack. So to be clear, I didn't send you that chapter to you on purpose. It went to everybody that was reading the book at that time.
I don't believe him.
It's true. It's true. And for those watching it today that are saying, you know what, I work in real estate, I work in law, and you know, I need to build up my life systems. Anybody can give you the roadmap to something, let's be honest. But if a person says, I have no interest in following this, it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. And that's not a bad thing at all. We all do it in our own schedule. I think, for example, in my house, you know, my house is, most would say pretty clean, but I have certain rooms with a bunch of clutter, and I look at them, and I just have no interest in cleaning it up whatsoever. I know where everything is. I'm going to get to it, and just one day, I'm going to power clean through it, and I'm just going to do it. No different. I want to start drinking water. I want to drink less coffee. When I make the decision, I say, today's the day I'm going to do it, I will do it. But that takes time.
So what I would say, and if it's about integrating the commandments into your life, time blocking is a thing. It's a thing with everything in life. Mm-hmm. But if you want to go exercise, make it a consistent thing every day that you exercise at this time. Don't change it. If you change it, it's not going to be as consistent. So I have this thing, and this means I don't sleep at all. But when I consistently pick a time in the morning, if it's 6 a.m., it's 6 a.m. 6 a.m. every morning, I'm at the gym. Mm-hmm. If it's not 6 a.m., it has to be 7, and it has to be consistently that. If it's not 7, I can't do one day 7, one day 8, one day. It won't work. It will mess up my sleep schedule. Mm-hmm. But if I consistently go at the same time, I will sleep earlier. I will get to the gym on time. If I go to the gym, then I'll drink a bottle of water on my way there or one on my way back, and then I'll incorporate a little bit of water. But it all needs to be pre-scheduled in my schedule, or it will not happen. But that's because that's how I operate. If it's not in my schedule, it's not going to happen.
And this is where, you know, I appreciate very much, you know, for a person that is so successful, has her life systems, always looking to improve, that you took on the Bible 3.0 to read it, to figure out your routines and everything else. You've been so supportive of the book, giving a copy to each of your clients on closings, which is really nice of you. And, you know, you're helping spread the word on it, which I appreciate. When I put this together, it wasn't to make people feel bad. It wasn't to say to them, hey, I'm better than you because I do this and you don't. It's because I was there. I had the worst life routines possible. I thought I was going to die at a young age. I decided to make those changes to see my life personally, professionally grow, and it continually evolves. I still have setbacks. You know, I had a health issue with my foot. You know, life can function very well, and you think everything's good, and all of a sudden you can barely walk. It sucks. And it's those kind of times where I say to myself, in the past, Elena, when I had adversity, is when I'd say, okay, you know what? I can't go to the gym right now, and I can't eat very well. I'll get to it when I feel better. And now I realize in order to feel better, I have to devote myself more to take care of myself. And it's a cycle like that.
100%.
So, Elena Saradidis, when we see you next time on The Chosen Life, how many glasses of water do you think we'll get you up to?
Maybe I'll have a glass of water during the podcast. Mm-hmm. That I can commit to.
What about one challenge? When you're back on in the future, at least in the mornings, 1 glass of water before everything else. 1 glass of water to start the day, and then you can drink as much water or little water as you want. 1 glass of water, that's it in the morning, and see how life will change. You can drink the same amount of coffee you'd like. That's the only request I'm going to have. Can we do that?
I'm going to have to pee like 12 times a day if I do this, but it sounds like a plan.
You don't eat yet. You don't have that coffee till one glass, half of this bottle.
Just half of a bottle.
Half of the bottle in the morning. We're incorporating that into the lifestyle, and we'll see how it changes. Can we have to get that commitment?
Sounds great.
We're on. We'll see y'all back next week on the Chosen Life podcast.